it is time. TikTok news. My favorite time of the week. Dixie D'Amelio accused of blackfishing. Oh, baby, baby. Now, this is also the first time I've ever heard this phrase, blackfishing. I heard of blackface and catfishing. Blackfishing is a whole new world where I'm coming from. This is Paper Magazine. You may know Paper Magazine as the magazine that did the Kim Kardashian breaking the internet. I know them at least. But this story came across my desk today, and I can't wait to get into it. The Dixie D'Amelio, all of our favorite TikToker, this is the post. So people are pissed about this post right here, where Dixie is seen wearing some kind of like self-tanner or makeup. I'm not even sure what the hell this is. I'm pretty sure it's tanner. Let's read a little bit of the article. Recently, the TikTok star sparkled ample online discourse after fans noticed she looked more tan in a photo taken from a recent Instagram story. In response, a graphic comparing this new photo with an older pic and matching color swatches emerged, prompting many to accuse Dixie of blackfishing, which is when white women who wish to capitalize off of impersonating racially ambiguous black women for monetary and social gain. Oh, baby, man, what a sentence. What a sentence. Let me read that again. What is blackfishing, you ask? It's when white women who wish to capitalize off of impersonating racially ambiguous black women for monetary or social gain. Duh. Of course that's what it is. So here's the photo. All right. The Dixie's obviously tanner. She might be using self-tanner, might be a spray tan. I don't know. Who the hell knows? In a series of screenshots captured by Twitter user Def Noodles, anytime you're being like you're in the middle of an insane social situation and the person leading the charge is named Def Noodles, not good. Internet users called on the star to apologize, writing that they were just trying to educate you so you don't make the same mistakes again. This is from Def Noodles. Dixie D'Amelio is blackfishing? Several fans are outraged, claiming Dixie made herself look darker in a few of her pictures, while others claim it's just a filter. Dixie has seemingly apologized. Senior outrage correspondent Melise John says what? So that's the story. That's the story. Apparently, now they're saying this is a filter or a makeup situation. I don't know. I honestly don't care. And that's pretty much the whole story. Now, I also want to point this one thing out because I will be referencing this as well. This right here. So this is a response all on her tweets. Dixie, we know you. Or Dixie, we know. We're just trying to educate you so you don't make the same mistake again, okay? But Dixie, what you said was great, but we at least expected you to apologize. It is not that this is enough, but we expected you to put the word sorry at the end. Say apologize, I love you. This was copy and pasted all through the replies. So this is something I will come back to. So remember this. This was copy and pasted. This was in her replies. Like, seriously, every other comment was this. Okay? Let's go back to the Paper Magazine. This is pretty wild. This is pretty crazy. Because it's not blackface, obviously. It's not blackface. I mean, whether it's a filter or makeup, it's not blackface. Putting on tanner or using a filter that makes the image look dark, like that is not blackface. Blackface is a very obvious thing. Now, this is like 4 different issues combined into one issue. The first issue is the idea of the mob mentality, social media outrage culture. These people are, I don't want to say sick, because I don't think they're sick. I don't think they're crazy. It's just kind of like a gotcha mentality where this is the perfect example of the echo chamber. This is the echo chamber times a million is what this is. This is one person said, wait a minute, is this Blackface? And then everybody got on it. Everybody. And no one stopped to say, well, this isn't Blackface. I mean, this is obviously not Blackface. Like, here's the picture. I mean, we're looking at Dixie right here. This is obviously not Blackface. If anything, this is her being tan, right? And let's say she used a filter to be more tan. Again, not a big deal, right? Using a filter to make yourself look more tan or have a better complexion or whatever. I mean, there's filters that change your gender. There's filters that turn you into a dog. There's filters that turn you into cartoon characters. So a filter that makes her more tan is not that big of a deal. So back to the echo chamber. Now, the real question is, why does the echo chamber need this? Why does the echo chamber need to make stars apologize or make stars feel like they got you or whatever? I will tell you why. Because they need to feel like they're in control. They need to feel like they're a peer. They're on the same level. And there's no better way to do that than this gotcha with these stars. All of these people who are asking Dixie to apologize more than likely are fans of Dixie, which makes it even weirder. That's why you see people in Twitch chats or YouTube comments trolling people that they watch. And then whenever they get caught trolling, they'll say something like, oh man, just kidding. I love your content, whatever. Happens all the time. You see it all the time on Twitter where a celebrity or whatever will respond to someone and the person will respond back and say, huge fan, meant nothing by it. They're just trying to elicit an emotion. If they feel like they can elicit an emotion from the celebrity, then they feel like in a weird ass way, they're like connected to the celebrity. So, it's the fact that everything exists in fantasy and in a simulation. That's the universe that we live in now. The universe that we live in now is built heavily in fantasy. And when you have a universe built in fantasy, the people who live in that universe, commenters, people in these replies, simps, stands, whatever, their actions are built in fantasy. And there is no reality. There is no real consequences. There is no repercussions. There is no, weight to what they're saying. There's no gravity to what they're saying. It's just a bunch of nonsense. And that could not be more represented than by the copy pasta. What we showed you, or what I showed you in the replies, that's copy pasta. Copy pasta is really popular on Twitch. If you go to a big Twitch channel, you'll probably see a lot of copy pasta with people copy and pasting the exact same reply over and over in chat. They think it's funny. Copy pasta, and I've said this a lot, you're starting to see things that are only existing in Twitch or YouTube or Twitter or Instagram. You're starting to see those comment sections bleed into real life. Because real life is becoming a Reddit forum. It's becoming Twitch chat. It's becoming YouTube. It's becoming Twitter. So there's this weird blur between reality and this like fantasy atmosphere. This is a real thing for Dixie now. This is something that these people are copy and pasting, maybe for fun, maybe just to get a response, get a rise out of her, just to join the group. Who gives a shit? But for her now, I mean, she's being alleged to be blackfishing. This is a real issue now for her. And none of these deaf noodles, none of these people none of the people in their comment section of the replies or whatever, none of those people care. It's not their issues. They're hiding behind avatars. If you look right now, I'm looking right now, or we're showing the replies here. Look at the replies. This picture is of a wave. This picture is literally of Dixie. This picture is of a cartoon character. This picture is of a person, but who knows if that's really it. This person again is of Dixie. Like, you can just, this is a picture of an eyeball with a honeybee. If you go look at this is a picture of a quote. This is a picture of Charlie D'Amelio. This is just a black profile picture. It doesn't even have like an image. This is a Furby or something. This Patrick Starr. Like, people aren't even. These are usernames. Like, these aren't even people. These are just accounts. People just hiding behind accounts. It's pretty crazy to watch this stuff happen. I'm not surprised at all. And look, TBH, when you are created and molded and live in that world, and Dixie is. Dixie was created, molded, lives in the TikTok universe. TikTok could not be more in that fake life, fake reality simulation with a bunch of 11 to 18-year-olds as their biggest demographic. You're going to get this kind of shit. You're going to get this kind of stuff. And you can't expect a lot of this to make sense. It's shocking that people care about this. It really is shocking that people do this. But it's not shocking. It's shocking that people do this seriously. Like, some people actually are saying she's blackfishing. And that's the shocking part, that people are just following along. Now, the last part that I'll talk about this is the idea of the echo chamber itself, right? So why are people joining the echo chamber? People join the echo chamber to feel like they're part of something. It's like their cause, or they move on from one thing to the next. That's why a lot of the times a great cause turns into absolutely nothingness, because the people in it don't actually believe in it. They're just kind of going along with it. They're just the riotous mob who just wants to feel a part of something. They want to exist for something. And so today, a lot of these people exist to make Dixie apologize. Yesterday, a lot of those people may have existed to get some TV show canceled off the networks. You know, it's like the next day they may exist in some weird fan fiction Reddit forum. Like, they move really quickly between what they're passionate about that day, who they're canceling, what they believe in, you know. But it's brutal, man. It's brutal. Dixie did respond, I guess. She said, "I never want to hurt or offend anyone ever. I love you all, and I hope y'all know I never have bad intentions ever." It's a really interesting sentence. That's another kind of crazy sentence. But, I mean, you know, that's more than I would have said. I'll tell you that much. That's way more than I would have responded. Way more. Because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous that people even think that this is blackface.